Okay, back with another video for you guys, and I think I got some pretty cool stuff this time to show you. Cooler than last time, I guess? I don't know. So I went to the old Goodwill again, and I went to the old antique photograph place, and I got some good mail here, so I'll just quickly show you what came in here. I found some old postcards, and most of them are pretty beat up and ripped. I might be able to still use some of them. Here's an old Madonna postcard. That's kind of amusing. What else do I have here? Let's see, I got some Christmas cards, so I'll be sending some of those out to people. Relatives, YouTube people, whoever, maybe. We'll see. Just a sampling of some of them. So that's kind of cool. If you ever need Christmas cards, either go to the Dollar Tree or go to a Goodwill. They're probably really pretty cheap. Sometimes you can buy Christmas cards by the bag. I bought some trading cards, but those will be for a later time, maybe. I found some more postcards here. This is actually a photograph of Multnomah Falls, I believe, and I will make that into a postcard. Somebody's written some information on that, but I'll just glue a piece of cardboard on the back of it and send it off to somebody. Here's an Oregon Coast postcard. Here's a Little Mermaid postcard. This is the only one that wasn't ruined. They all had old red tape residue and rips on the back of it. I didn't mean to grab that one, but just managed to get in there in a pile. This one I'll just send off randomly to somebody. You can always count the damage on the postcards as postal damage, I guess. So I got some major rips on this Star Trek postcard, but again, I'll put stamps and things over it and make it look better. Here's a Haystack Rock. Here's a, I'm not sure what's going on here, in the Lucy postcard. And we have Seaside, Oregon, so that's cool. It's cool to have those. Then I got I got some random box of Legos here. That's kind of cool. Whatever that is. So there's might be a complete set. I don't know. I got a couple pieces of mail here. I'll show you in a second here. They're pretty unusual. A couple unusual pieces of mail. The first one. Let's see. The first one here is from. Get this all organized here. This is from Jean Nora Jessen. And if you don't know who Jean Nora Jessen is, I think it's spelled G-E-N-E, but it's a woman, and she is part of the Mercury 13. There's the envelope right there from, it was Montana, I cannot be sure anymore. But she was part of the Mercury 13. It was a group of women that trained as astronauts. Very few of them are still alive, but I have gotten, this is my second or third one, and she has signed this inscribed to me, this old Project Mercury envelope from 1962, Jean Nora Jessen, Mercury 13. So that's really pretty awesome. I don't know how many autographs she does. I just found a list of autographs that were astronauts and space people that were going to be at a signing, and I think her autograph was $10 or $15, but I found her address and wrote to her. So if you don't know anything about the Mercury 13, take a look at that. That's a pretty neat story there, and that's really cool to have that. I think she's probably about 80 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but pretty close. So that was pretty neat to get that one. I have one more autograph request here. I think it's in this envelope here. And this was coming out of, I know Chris Cards will like this one. This is coming out of Oregon. And I misplaced, oh here it is. This is out of Hillsboro, Oregon. I don't know if she does a lot of signing or not. This is Aggie Hendricks. You say, Aggie Hendricks, who's that? A-G-G-I. She has written a long letter about her career. That's really amazing. I don't think she gets a lot of autograph requests. And who was Aggie Hendricks? She was part of the International Hot Rod Association, and she drove this. I believe that's what she drove. That's really pretty awesome. This came from an old 1990 trading card. I think she retired in '93. But she's currently living in, and she has signed the back here. A lot of these cards had a spot where you sign the back. There was no real good place to sign on the front, so that's probably the best, as good as place as any. I think these are from 1990, something like that. Either 90 or 96. Well, oh no, this is card number 6, and this is 1990. I gotcha. So that's really cool to have that in. Really neat. Those are the only two autograph requests I got in. And yes, I did go to the antique store for postcards. Some of them I got some more Oregon postcards. I didn't buy a whole lot this time. I was down to a few dollars. You know, that's how it always works out. This is kind of cool. This is some guy working on some sort of film equipment here. That's pretty neat. And what is going on here? Well, I'm not really sure what the whole deal is. He's lining up something or whatever. And it says, "Your Town Photo, Salem, Oregon, I believe. So that's really pretty neat. Off of Court Street. And I got this just off of Court Street, so that's really pretty cool to get that. Really cool to get that little photograph. It wasn't too expensive. I know I shouldn't be handling it like that, but it's alright. And then I got this one. They had got a bunch of photos from somebody in the military in Alaska. This one says U2 to Alaska. I don't know if I got the other one. I think I might have another one. Yeah. And then, or no, maybe it's US to Alaska. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's US to Alaska. But anyway, I got 2 pictures of that, and I decided to get both of them. That way I have more or less the whole thing in the collection, and it's not floating around too much. And then I got a few more Oregon postcards. As you know, I send these off to people in Alaska. You know the whole thing. It's tougher in Alaska, and I thought they deserved some Oregon postcards, so that's what I do, is I give them an Oregon postcard and then mail off my postcard request, because you know some of these post offices are far off, remote. What are they going to do with a postcard? I have no idea, but it's kind of like fan mail to a far-off post office, so that's kind of neat. But the coolest picture I got is an 8x10, more or less, and this is some sort of, looks like military, probably like the, what do you call it? Not auxiliary, but you know they have the military through the school program, and this is circa 1967. This is an old serviceman right there, probably their commander or whatever, and South Salem High School of Saxons. This is dated, well, this one says class of 1967, and these are probably, like I said, I can't think of the name of the group if you remember who they are. This is 1967, so you never know. These guys may have gone off to Vietnam. Whatever these cadets were, they look like high school seniors, perhaps. Kind of neat picture. There's no, so whether this was for publication or what, it looks like there was a little piece of tape right there that might have, or something that might have told me what this was all about. This was $2 for this photograph, so I thought that was really cool. I don't think I'm going to put it in a frame, but it's something that you could possibly think of doing. That's pretty cool. This is also local history as well for Oregon. I thought that was really cool, and very low price of $2. I could easily go to eBay and pay 15 or 20 bucks for this photograph, easily. And is it worth $15 for me? Probably not, because it's not my history, but it's just kind of neat to have. So that's about all I'm going to have time to show. And more letters going out. Thank you for watching.